Hey y'all, it's Alec with Sharing the Journey. If I sound a little different today, Cindy and I have been fighting a cold. I'm telling you, this being 75 degrees during the day and 25 degrees during the night has thrown, I guess, at least my immune system out of whack. And I then transferred the cold to Cindy, and so we both are coughing and stuffy and pretty much miserable, but we're getting through it. This week we're going to have update number 6 to the 100 envelope challenge. Now I will link at the end of this video the intro to this challenge and the whole playlist, so you can kind of see how we've done if you want to go back and look at it. The week started slow and ended strong, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. And we will figure out how much money we have added to the book this week and what's next. So let me reposition the camera and we'll pull the money out of the envelope. Alright, so let's start yanking the money out. Of course, some of the smaller ones are full. That's usually from tip money. You know, last week I had just thrown the money in the book, and I enjoy as it comes in and I get it. I like to put it in the different envelopes, and as y'all know, every week we take the money out of the smaller envelopes and we move it to the back, because with the 100 envelope challenge you're supposed to fill an envelope every day, and I decided that there's no way that I could do a envelope every day, especially when we got to the ones that were like $100 and $99. So we fill what we can during the week, and then for Sunday's video we move everything towards the back of the book. And that's all the new money. Let's see what we've done so far as a recap. We've got the $100, the $99, the $98, the $97, $96, $95, $94, $93, $92, and $91. I think we can fill 2 envelopes this week, so hopefully we'll get the $90 and the $89. And as we get closer to the front of the book, they should fill faster because the amount of money needed is less. So here's this week's money, and let me get it all in order and we'll count it, and then I'll tell you where all the money came from. Alright, so this is this week's money, and let's count it, and then I'll tell you where it all came from. I tell you, I'm having so much fun with this challenge, and appreciate all the help from everybody. So we've got 50, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180, 200, 220, 240, 250, 255, 260, 265, 270, 275, 280, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, $292 is what we have got to move forward in the book. Now, not all of that is from this week. If you remember last week, we had $51 left over from last week that we could not move to a permanent spot in the back of the book. So that means we added, if my math is right, $241 new this week to the book. So you're going, well, where did that $241 come from, and how are you funding this book? Because as all of y'all know, Cindy and I work full-time at the KOA. We're hourly employees, and we are trying to save enough money so when we leave here and we go to our winter job, which is only 10 hours a week, that we have enough cash to get to the job after that, because as you all know, we are going home to try to help with my son's estate, or our son's estate. Cindy's got to have a hip operation. We've got to go visit all our children. We've got 4 children in South Carolina, 1 in Louisiana. We're going to visit my sister who lives in South Carolina, my parents who live in South Carolina, Cindy's brother who lives in South Carolina. So we're going to go through our savings that we've been saving like fiends all summer so we can do that. And when I did the budget, we had just enough for what we were doing, and then we have to get to our next job. So that's why we're doing the 100 envelope challenge. And so where did this money come from this week? So there was $241 new added to the book. I figured it out, and here's where it all came from. So as you saw the video, I guess it was last week when we were cleaning out the camper, reducing its weight. Well, we sold some items to people in the campground, other work campers, and we were able to get $15 from selling those items. So that's in the book. And then we have a friend of ours that works in Yellowstone National Park, and she handles all the purchasing. Well, we had eaten in the park one time, and they had these bison elk burgers that they sold, and they are absolutely delicious. So I asked her if she could get us a case, or if she could get us some, and she said we had to buy them by the case. And a case was either $4 or $8. I think it was $104. Well, we don't have room to put 36 hamburgers in our freezer with everything else. So we talked to another work camper, and they agreed to split the case of meat with us. So I paid for the case of meat using my debit card. It's attached to our checking account. And the meat came in this week, and the other couple came and picked up their 18 hamburgers. And they paid me $52 cash for the burgers. Instead of sticking that $52 back into the checking account, which there's really no way to do that because our bank's in Texas and we're in Montana, I added that $52 to the book. So that was some self-funding. And then we received a super thanks from Fundy Coast for $10. Thank you, Fundy. As y'all all know from previous videos, any supers, any buy me a coffees, any of our Sharing the Journey stickers that we sell, any PayPal, any funding that we get from our viewers, 100% goes in the book, and I don't take out all the I don't take out all the fees associated with Buy Me a Coffee or with YouTube or anything like that. I just go to the bank, I take whatever was given to us, and I put it in the book. So like I said, Fundy Coast gave us $10. And then Mike and Laura, L-O-R-A, I hope I pronounced that right, they bought 2 stickers and gave us a $10 tip. So that's $26. And then Craig was super generous. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time talking because of my cold. So Craig gave us on Buy Me a Coffee $100. That's the biggest Buy Me a Coffee we've ever gotten. And then Frank on PayPal gave us $10. And then I received $28 in tips this week at the KOA from delivering firewood and ice and helping people get parked and that sort of stuff. So the whole $28 went in there. So that's where the $241 came from. And I just want to stop right here and say thank you again to Fundy Coast, Mike and Laura, Craig, and Frank. because without y'all's generosity, this book would be nowhere near where it is. So that's where the money came from this week. Now I'm going to reposition the camera and let's see how many envelopes we can fill. All right, so let's go to the back of the book and see what the highest number is that we have available. $90 is the highest number we have available. So there's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Let's count it again to make sure. 50, 70, 90. So we will fill the $90 slot. Next one is 89. 50, 60, 70, 80, 5, 6, 87, 88, 89. Let's count it again. 50, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. Another page is full. Y'all, this is crazy. Thank y'all so much for all the help and the funding. Look at that. The back 3 pages are full. Now 88 is the next one. Let's see. I didn't do the math. Let's see if we have 88 left. 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 87, 88. Oh my gosh, we're going to fill another page. Another envelope. 20, 40, 60, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8. And like I said, as the denominations get smaller, hopefully the more envelopes we'll be able to fill each week. So let's see what's left over for next week. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. $25 to move forward next week. So next week we hope to fill a couple of these in the 80s. We will stick this in the 25 envelope. So that's what we'll start week 7 with, is $25. Matter of fact, I'll write it in my book. Leftover. And this is how I keep track during the week of where all the funding comes from. So let's take a look again, and I just can't believe this, y'all. Thank y'all so much. There's the 100 through 97 page. There's the 96 through 93 page. The 92 through 89 page. There's the 88, and then of course the 25 that we have left over. So in quick recap, I want to thank again Fundy Coast for the $10 super thanks in one of the videos. For Mike and Laura, L-O-R-A, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. They bought 2 stickers and gave us a $10 tip. Craig, thank you for the $100 buy me a coffee. And Frank, thank you for the $10 PayPal. So I'll put a link down below in the description for all the different ways to help fund us for this challenge. And I want to thank everybody sincerely, not only for that funding, and which is awesome, but if y'all saw the live I did this week, you know that my son's birthday is coming up here on the 9th, and this is going to be our first birthday since his passing. He would be 33 years old, and so I had an emotional breakdown on video while I was doing my live about it. I received so many emails and comments that just touched mine and Cindy's heart, and I want to thank y'all for doing that too, because this has been probably the hardest year of our lives. No parent should ever lose a child, but I want to thank again everybody for their help with this challenge, and I'm excited to see what we do next week. So until next week, I want to thank y'all again. Safe travels.